Former undisputed light heavyweight world champion, future Hall of Famer, Artur Beterbiev, 21 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 20 wins by way of knockout. Artur Beterbiev, he calls out the Mexican Ecuadorian monster, David Benavidez.
The fight in Riyadh had barely ended. David Benavidez was still wiping blood from his face, running on pure adrenaline after stopping Anthony Yarde in the 7th round.
That jab, and the fight changed in an instant. I think it was like round 5 or round 6 when I just busted his face up. You know what I mean? So I think that's what everybody says, that I don't got power or nothing, but I can change the fight in 1 round. And 1 round, that's all it takes for me. So everybody sees that, everybody knows that, and I'm just getting better and better.
This was supposed to be his night, the moment the Mexican monster proved he was the most feared fighter in boxing. But while the cameras lit up in Saudi Arabia, something else was happening far from the ring. Artur Beterbiev, the unified light heavyweight champion, wasn't cheering. He was watching closely. And for the first time in a long while, the usually silent powerhouse decided to speak out.
But are there more challenges for you? Do you look at Benavidez, maybe cruiserweight as other challenges?
We'll see. For these things, I prefer to talk about after fight.
After fight.
Right after the fight, Benavidez stunned everyone with an announcement that left the boxing world confused. Instead of calling out Beterbiev, he said he was looking to move up to cruiserweight. That small hesitation was all Beterbiev needed. The unified champion went straight to social media with a cold, direct message. He wasn't impressed by the hype or the knockout. He wanted to know why Benavidez was suddenly looking for a way out just when the biggest fight of his career was right in front of him.
But His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, according to what I'm being told, he wants to make Artur Beterbiev versus David Benavidez next. That's the fight he wants to make next. Right?
To understand why Beterbiev's callout hit so hard, you have to look at what actually happened in the fight with Anthony Yarde. Benavidez promised a war, and he delivered one. He pushed forward, absorbed big shots, and slowly broke Yarde down with heavy bodywork and a brutal left hook. It was an impressive performance, no doubt, but here's the twist: Artur Beterbiev had already done the same thing to Yarde years earlier. He stopped him in the 8th round. Benavidez did it in the 7th. To casual fans, that might look like Benavidez topped him. Beterbiev didn't see it that way. What he saw was a fighter who takes too many punches and leans on size more than skill. So when Beterbiev asked, "Why isn't everyone talking about me versus him?" it wasn't about getting a payday. He wasn't looking for hype. He was looking for someone to beat.
He took to social media and he responded. He stated, "I'm responding to all the people that keep asking me about the performance David Benavidez had against Anthony Yarde. He did it a round earlier. I did it years earlier." Right? He says, "But me versus him, isn't that what y'all should be talking about? Instead of him versus Yarde and him versus Zordo Ramirez, what you should be talking about is me versus him. Isn't that the best fight?" Wow.
Benavidez then announced a fight with Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, a huge matchup on its own. But there's one big issue: it's happening at cruiserweight.
Cinco de Mayo, Zurdo, May 2nd. Is that what you want? Is that what's next?
Yeah, it's already signed, May 2nd, me versus Zurdo Ramirez. And like I said, I'm not waiting for nobody. I'm not making my own lane, and I'm achieving my greatness.
Benavidez is basically telling everyone he's ready to jump up to 200 pounds, far beyond the light heavyweight limit.
Yeah, possibly going up to light heavyweight. Cruiserweight, right.
Looks like he's got a deal, lined up with Turkey. I would hope Beterbiev is next, since they both going to be on the same card. Nice build up.
Yeah.
And I'm picking him to stop Beterbiev. Possibly get a knockdown via body shot.
Yeah, I'm picking him to run through him. I think Beterbiev is going to be right there for him. So, yeah, I like that fight. But what about the one he's calling for? I'm not familiar with him at 200 pounds.
Zurdo?
Yeah, Zurdo, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good fight. He's been talking about that. He told me about that a couple years ago when I went to see him in Miami. So, yeah, he's been having his eyes on him for a minute.
What you think about Zurdo?
Yeah, I think he could take him. That's the best fight, too, because Zurdo started at 160, so he's not.
This move goes against everything Benavidez has been saying about wanting Bivol or Beterbiev. You can't claim to rule a division while walking away from it. And that's exactly why Beterbiev reacted the way he did. To him, it looks like Benavidez is backing out strategically. That brings us to the question most people don't want to say out loud: is David Benavidez even a true light heavyweight? The fight night numbers are shocking. Benavidez reportedly came into fight week at roughly 190 pounds and rehydrated to around 210 pounds by the time he stepped into the ring with Yard. That's not a light heavyweight. That's a heavyweight cutting down to fight in a smaller division.
How much do you cut for a fight if you can give up that information?
Yeah, so the weight comes off easy. The one thing that helps my weight come up easy is the dieting. If I don't do the dieting right, and if I don't drink 2 gallons of water every day, what I have to lose when I sign the fight, it'd be like maybe 27 pounds. And then I'll lose maybe 20 through the training camp. And then the last week it'd be another 10. You already know if you do everything right with the water manipulation.
Beterbiev, who stays disciplined and keeps his weight under control all year, likely sees this as a major weakness. More and more fans online believe Benavidez isn't moving to cruiserweight by choice. He's moving because his body can't handle cutting down to 175 anymore.